Good morning YouTube, or shall I say good evening. It's actually after 6 o'clock and I'm filming this video after 6 because I gotta remake it. So the lighting this morning was terrible. It's actually a cloudy day. Generally when it's after 3, 4 o'clock, I can't record because the sunlight is just beating down. So it's nice, cloudy, there's a little bit of light still. I'm using the overhead light, so hopefully it's good. But with today's video guys, I'm gonna give you 5 solid lavender fragrances that are actually quite affordable. You know, they're pretty much, I don't want to say all cheapies, you know, like number 3 is probably going to range about $50 Canadian, and the last one is actually going to be a niche, but it's an affordable niche. First one, however, was plugged relentlessly from Mr. TLTG himself, Ross, and I only ended up getting this one back in my collection because of him. He influenced me, he twisted my arm. Well, actually no, shout out to Ross. You know, I used to be the cheapy guy, you know, the cheapy king. That's him now. He says that that crown is shared by both of us, but no, definitely him. First one is going to be Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. I was the initial hype man for this back in 2015. You know, I did talk about it quite a bit. Not as much as F Black, you know, and that one is not in this list because these are all pretty much spring and summer scents. But I used to plug this one back in the day. And I ended up reviewing this one with Freddie Frags back in 2015 in New York City in my hotel room on the bed. Go ahead, make a joke. But this is definitely very much heavy in lavender. It's not one of my favorites because lavender is not like one of my most favorite notes. It doesn't really relax me, but this is not so bad. You know, when it's just pure lavender, oh, that kind of turns me off. But this one here does have lavender. It's got benzoin. The benzoin does add that, like a bit of an ambery feel to it. There's of course citruses, some woods, and a little bit of cardamom. You know, overall, it's a pretty decent scent. You know, is it my favorite in this list? Absolutely not. But it's a good everyday scent for the everyday guy that's not going to break the bank. I do find though, at the time, like when I ended up getting mine, and this is like a 30 ml. I think I got it for like $35 Canadian. You know, they used to go for like a 50 ml for that price tag. So they have gone up in price. So just shop around for the best deal. Longevity is going to be about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 2, this one just never gets any mention, and it's from the brand of Lacoste, and that is French Panache Poirerie, or L1212 French Panache Poirerie. So again, lavender. Lavender is in all of these fragrances here, so I don't know if I'm going to repeat myself, but more than likely I will. This is me. But it is definitely fresh. It is blue. In some ways, it does remind me of like a blue body wash. It's very kind of like out of the shower blue. But there is like apple to add that fruity touch. There is lemon zest. There is mandarin, and just like the first one, cardamom and sandalwood. I don't per se get much cardamom. I just pretty much just get like the citruses, the apple, and of course the lavender, and then towards the base I do get that sandalwood or like the woods, you know. Fresh, aromatic, blue. I would say that this one is just a little bit more like cleaner than the first one, and I gotta be honest, I think that this one's better than the Ferragamo. But this is also just like a great work scent. You could wear it to school, you could wear it casually. Longevity is going to be about 6 hours. Fragrance number 3. If you love D'Eau de Sauvage without the price tag, then you got to look into Mercedes-Benz Man Blue. So again, lavender, it does have that bergamot, the pepper, the sandalwood. But what it doesn't have is going to be that ambroxan. D'Eau de Sauvage does have that ambroxan, and it's not there. I find that this is just a little bit more fresher than Sauvage because it has a little bit extra lavender to it, but very blue. And during the dry down, like towards the base, you do get like a woody muskiness to it. Like musk is a note. Tonka bean is a note. I don't get tonka bean at all, and I really don't know if tonka bean is part of Sauvage, but it's the same versatility as D'Eau de Sauvage, and it's good longevity. You know, I get it anywhere from 6 to 7 hours, and for what you're spending, $40, $45 Canadian, less than $40 USD, I would go with this than with D'Eau de Sauvage. And fragrance number 4, this one came out in 2016, And I ended up reviewing this one with Manny from Cascade Scents. I was actually speaking with Manny yesterday, and we're going to be meeting up for the first time in like 5-6 years to do some videos, so stay tuned for that. But that's going to be Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. This of course does have lavender, just like all of them, duh. But there is a little bit of sweetness to this one here. Now I find that it has to be from the citrus. There's loads of citruses, there's a lot of watery notes, there's some musk, but also a little bit of cardamom. Generally cardamom does add a little bit of like a sweetness to it. Like cardamom in real life, maybe not in perfumery, is a good alternative to sugar. You know, it does add a little bit of sweetness. My wife does add cardamom to her tea almost every single night. There is that sweetness to it, so perhaps it's a cardamom, perhaps it's just the citruses, but it's very fresh, very aromatic. It's not blue like the first three ones. Citrusy, it's a little bit more of an aquatic. Then towards the base, it's very musky. It's like a clean musk. Very nice though, very fresh. And I would say that this one here is probably like the most freshest in this list. This is prime for school. You can wear it to work if you want, but I find it's more school friendly and it's just casual. Just this is the epitome of casual. Like this is like out of all of these, this is definitely like the most like carefree, the most relaxing. Longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. And last but not least, unfortunately, I don't have a bottle of this one here. I'm not buying a bottle because I'm not going to waste my money on it. Even though that this is an affordable niche scent, but it's just not one for me. And this does come across as the most polished, the most gentlemanly, and the most mature. And that is going to be Atkinson's Lavender on the Rocks. This smells old school, classical, but modern. It's definitely very gentlemanly. So of course you're going to get the lavender. So it's a very fougere-like scent. I believe that fougere is the classification. You're going to get basil, you're going to get musk, you're also going to get geranium. So the basil and the musk itself, along with that lavender, all together, all mixed together, does add that vintage classical vibe. There is also rose, saffron, oud, there's honey, and hay. I don't get any oud whatsoever, but I do get a little bit of rose. Honey, I can't remember because I haven't smelled it in quite some time. I ended up doing a review with Rush, but even Rush himself stated that this is a very gentlemanly scent. This is signature scent worthy. It's actually quite like versatile, but for me, I would dress it a little bit more than wearing like this golf dad t-shirt. Trust me, I really feel like I'm like dressed like a father for some freaking reason. But again, it's very versatile, but to really pull it off, you have to have a little bit more of a sense of style than this. But if you want to wear it like this, you can, but I just find it smells a little bit more polished than the way that I'm presented. Longevity is solid as well with 7 to 8 hours. And I did state that this is an affordable niche. I've seen this as low as $90 Canadian to as high as $120 Canadian. So convert that, that's like $78 USD to just over 100. And guys, that is it. That is 5 great affordable lavender fragrances. In the reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below. And if you want to see the first lavender video that I did so many years ago with Radolescence, believe it or not, check out this corner here and whatever pops up in this corner here. And if you like this very video, please leave me one of these. I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.